Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Lewis Hamilton's thoughts on why he was much slower on the last lap of the United States Grand Prix, and an Oscar Piastri update. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Lewis Hamilton, and he finished the Grand Prix in 4th place. That's where he pretty much was throughout the entire race. I mean, he did have a good battle with his teammate Charles Leclerc at one point for 3rd, but after the pit stops, Hamilton was in 4th. He couldn't challenge those in front of him, and no one was challenging him from behind. But on the last lap, he suddenly had a massive pace drop. It came out of absolutely nowhere. You saw on the timing sheet Oscar Piastri, who was in 5th, rapidly closing down Hamilton to the checkered flag. Hamilton just managed to finish ahead of Piastri in 4th, but it was close. Piastri could have got past Hamilton. And when asked about what happened after the race, Hamilton was not sure about it, with him saying, as quoted by Planet F1, "I'm not really sure. I went into turn 5 and it felt like I hit something, and all of a sudden I had massive understeer. I thought I had a puncture, so I braked into turn 11. The thing wouldn't stop, and I was like, what's going on? Somehow I managed to hold on in the last few corners. I had huge understeer. I thought the front wing was broken or that something happened with the tyre. It was so close to Piastri coming past." Now, as I say, Hamilton was very fortunate to finish in P4, but it's certainly a position Piastri could have done with Max Verstappen winning the Grand Prix and Lando Norris finishing in P2. And in Austin, Piastri was just off the pace. Okay, in sprint qualifying, he qualified in P3 just behind Norris and Verstappen, and we'll never know what happens in the sprint race because the two McLarens crashed on the opening lap. But then when you get to the main part of the event, Piastri's qualifying in 6th place, way down on the times of Norris and Verstappen. And then in the Grand Prix, he just makes up 1 place to 5th. And that's why he stays for the Grand Prix, just has no pace at all. And reflecting on his performance in Austin, Piastri conceded that the pace just was not there, with him saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, "I don't have any great ideas at the moment. Qualifying was clean from my side. It was just that the pace wasn't there, and it was honestly a pretty similar story in the race. This layout is quite interesting. There are a lot of very high-speed corners with a lot of ride content. There are a lot of very low-speed corners, so you need to be good at both ends of the spectrum. Actually, there's not a whole lot of corners in that medium speed range. There are a few, but more outside of it. So for me, it's not been a particularly happy hunting ground for my whole F1 career. So in some ways, I can't say I'm shocked that this has been a tough weekend, but obviously I was hoping for better." Now, when you look at Piastri's year, in the first half of the season, Piastri was fast at every circuit he competed at. He was always in contention to win. One thing that stands out to me is Austria. I mean, that's very much a Lando Norris circuit, and we saw Norris dominate qualifying there, but in the race, Piastri was just all over the back of Norris, and it led to a great battle between the two drivers. It was totally unexpected. Yes, Piastri came home in P2 behind Norris, but still totally unexpected that Piastri would be so fast. So Piastri really fast at every circuit he competed at. And I think it's fair to say that after Zandvoort, he was the championship favourite. But since Zandvoort, it's just all gone downhill. In Monza, he didn't really have the pace of Verstappen and Norris. Baku was a disaster. Piastri crashed in qualifying and the opening lap of the Grand Prix. Singapore, again, he didn't really have the pace of Norris or Verstappen. And Austin, I think, was just a complete disaster, with him just being nowhere. And since winning at Zandvoort, Piastri has leaked 20 points to Norris and 64 to Verstappen in 5 races as the pressure for the title builds. So I think Piastri really needs to get back on it again and start winning again soon, or at least finish on the podium. He needs to do something. And speaking about it, Piastri said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "Max has had a good run in the last few races, but ultimately, if we can find our way again, find our pace, and certainly for me, find the pace again, then I don't have any major concerns. There's still a long way to go in the championship, and for Max, he's chased it down pretty quickly, but it's not exactly a small gap with 4 or 5 rounds to go. So if we can find our pace again, things will take care of themselves." But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.